This morning on Daybreak, we take a closer look at the details of the damaging winds that came through the Ozarks last night.
And with May 4th only a few days away, we'll hear from people in Springfield about how they feel about the expiration of the stay-at-home order.
Also, the CDC has new COVID-19 symptoms that it has announced. We'll tell you what you should be looking out for now, all this hour for you on Daybreak.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. It's Wednesday, April 29th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. We have a lot to get to on this Wednesday morning right now, including getting over the weather that came through last night and a little bit of chill in the air this morning, right?
That is right. Yeah, it might have woken you up, I guess, depending on what time you went to bed.
Right.
That wind was pretty strong, right, Elisa?
Yeah, we had gusts at 60 to 70 miles per hour along that line, and there's lots of damage out there this morning. So some wind damage from that front, but we're starting out much cooler out there this morning behind that front. We've got some clouds and sunshine out there this morning. It's 50 degrees in Springfield on west winds at 10 miles per hour. A very pretty start, much more quiet start with just a few clouds out there. We are looking at west winds pulling those temperatures downward by about 5 to 10 degrees. It is a cooler start out there this morning at 48 degrees in Monette, 50 in Springfield, and 50 degrees to start in Branson. We will carry a spotty rain chance today, but for the most part, roads should be dry. The rain won't be widespread enough, so I don't think we'll have any road hazards. But if you have been working from home out on your patio, probably not the best day for it. We'll have breezy northwest winds gusting to 30 miles per hour and that spotty rain chance. So maybe just not the best day to go outside. We'll have some storm reports to tell you about, lots of wind damage reports. A cooler, breezy day today with a couple of showers and then a warm end to the week. Details in your full forecast in 10 minutes.
There are still several homes without power around the Ozarks because of those storms last night. You can see some areas on this map are green, others are yellow. Green are less affected areas. It seems like the nearest county to us that was hit hard with power outages is Shannon County to our east. That is in the yellow, where about 250 residents there are without power. If you are in the dark, hopefully you are tuning in via our live stream. Remember, you can always watch us on ozarksfirst.com.
Over in Aurora, we had a tree that fell on top of a home, crushing part of the roof there. Both the bathroom and laundry room in the house were destroyed. The woman who lived in the home was alone with her cat when this happened, and she and the pet were not hurt. The fire department, though, says they took her to a storm shelter for extra safety. Fire Chief Robert Ward says the homeowner is lucky she wasn't in the part of the house where the tree fell.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot different than what it is right now. She was not injured.
Okay, and how's she doing?
She's doing fine. She shook up, but that would be if anyone that had a large tree fall through the home.
With that storm came heavy winds, damaging homes and cars here in southwest Missouri. Some of the hardest hit areas were in Webster County, where strong winds uprooted a tree in Seymour, causing 2 cars to be caught underneath. We spoke to the homeowner, Sam Merriman. He actually does some storm spotting in the area. Didn't have to look very far to call this one in. Sam and his family were taking cover in the interior of their home when the tree fell. Thankfully, all of them are just fine. Sam walked us through what happened.
Well, we were monitoring the storms as they were coming in. Had tornado sirens go off, and then we heard some reports that there was a rotating cloud heading this way, and we started heading for our closet because we don't have a basement. But before we got in, we heard the big bang, and we didn't realize what it was until we came out after the storm and see that it was a tree that's on the house and on the car here.
And we are thankful that they are okay. Meteorologist Elisa Ratha, we want to ask you, we've seen the damage. How strong do those winds have to be to cause that type of damage?
Yeah, they were strong. Those lines of storms were very nasty as they came in. We've got some cloud pictures out there that, again, were just very ominous looking in gray as that line of storms came in. We also had some wind damage reports in Webster County where this tree just totally fell onto the home and broke those windows. You see that tree pierce the roof. We've got that tree limb totally coming into that home there. And then just look at Mother Nature, how beautiful, showing off some lightning and a rainbow as Yes, the storms wrapped up in Greenfield. Wind gust reports were at 60 to 70 miles per hour, 71 mile per hour gusts in West Plains, 66 miles per hour reported in Springfield. So very strong winds. For it to be severe thunderstorm warned, those winds need to be over 58 miles per hour. We had a plethora of wind reports with some docks that were damaged near Shell Knob. We had 3 outbuildings destroyed in Rogersville and several trees down in Dogwood. So the Weather Service will be out there today to survey this damage to see if in fact a tornado did touch down, and we'll have that update for you at midday. Plus also don't forget, you can always check your interactive radar and storm reports on our Color 10 weather app.
And now an update from Color 10 News on the coronavirus.
Here's the latest numbers. In the state of Missouri, 7,303 cases have been reported, including 314 deaths. In Arkansas, there have been 3,127 cases. 1,216 recoveries are reported in Arkansas, and as of this morning, 57 deaths.
The CDC has announced 6 new COVID-19 symptoms to look out for, adding to their list chills, repeated shaking with chills, sore throat, and a new loss of taste or smell. KENDA CLOPTON is the director of nursing for Ozarks Community Hospital. She hopes this new information will drive more people to get tested.
It's just a really good idea to have that test to rule out, the chance or possibility that what they are experiencing is in fact COVID-19.
Think you have any of these newly added symptoms, consider getting tested. And the original symptoms laid out still stand: coughing, shortness of breath, and a fever.
As we know, Missouri's stay-at-home order is set to expire in less than a week. Color 10's Nigel McDonald joins us this morning to share how some people around here feel about things getting back to normal. Nigel?
Well, good morning, Lauren. Some of the people I spoke with say they're nervous for the restrictions to be lifted, while others say it's time. Take a look.
Sharon Elkins works as a real estate agent in Springfield and says she's ready for the state's stay-at-home order to expire.
I'm anxious for it too. I believe that it's gone on long enough.
However, Elkins does believe the quarantine was necessary.
To grab everybody's attention, to be cautious of others. If you're sick, stay home. Keep your distance, make sure you're not spreading anything when you go out.
She says so many have suffered economically.
Our entire city has, and I'm anxious to see that up and going again.
Elkins says she, like many others, have had to adapt.
It has been so wonderful to see everybody adapt in this time with virtual showings, virtual open houses, electronic contracts.
Ash Grove resident Joanne Barker says she's on the fence about the reopenings.
Needs to happen slowly, I think. I don't want too much too fast. I'm afraid it's going to make people are going to get sick again. We just don't know with this virus.
Barker says as a high-risk person,
I'm better off staying home and kind of quarantining myself for a while longer until we know what's going to happen with this.
She says she does understand the economic impacts.
They've got employees to pay, they've got bills, and they've got their own business. So I understand why the businesses want to open, but it's scary. I don't want to be one of those that runs out there really quick and then winds up sick.
Barker says she believes the stay-at-home order has helped families reconnect.
Playing board games, doing activities together, cooking together. The family bond seems to be growing more, I think.
Barker says she is looking forward to visiting Hobby Lobby sooner than later. And as for Elkins,
I am ready for football.
I think everyone has that one thing they're really missing during this stay-at-home period.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Everyone, of course, they had their own opinions on it, but yes, they were looking forward to doing what they've done before.
Yeah, and you also got another opinion on this, right? A doctor?
Yeah, so I actually spoke with psychologist Gabriel Klein of Psych Associates for some practical advice on how to readapt as things go back to normal.
Be patient with themselves. Try to encourage yourself to go out and to engage in life as it was. Do the things that you enjoy doing. And if you're still having anxiety, you're still having depression, you're still scared, find someone to talk to. There's lots of really good mental health providers out there.
Dr. Klein has some other advice for people too.
Yeah, his entire interview will be on our website, ozarksfirst.com.
All right, thank you, Nyjah.
You can get all that info there. We want to share how you can put the Ozarks first as well. Color 10 and Ozarks Fox are hosting a fundraiser for Convoy of Hope, Ozarks Food Harvest, and the Cross Lines. Tomorrow, join us for stories of how these organizations are helping relieve hunger in the Ozarks. You'll also be able to make an impact by donating money to help your neighbors. That's tomorrow in every newscast starting at 5 a.m. on Daybreak here on Color 10.
We're starting out with some dry roads in Springfield this morning and a few clouds. West winds have temperatures cooler this morning, about 5 to 15 degrees cooler and starting out in the 50s. Details on a nice warming trend on its way coming up next.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.